I've been using the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 for about a week and a half now. So I've had time for it to get broken in and the battery life settle down, and if that's even a thing with watches, I don't even know. I'm still here in Berlin. I've traveled all over with this. I traveled from Houston to Miami to Casablanca, Morocco to Frankfurt, now to Berlin. I've been using it every day. I have all the features turned on, and the battery life I'm getting is about 4 days, which is really impressive to me because I've had the Apple Watch Series 3, the Series 4, the Series 5, the Series 6, and the Series 7. And I haven't had a Galaxy Watch since the Watch 3, which I had briefly. I had the original Galaxy Watch and Watch 2, which I liked a lot, but let's face it, back then the watches, they just weren't that great. So the Watch 5, I thought, you know what, I was walking out the door. Well, I was packing the night before, and it was the day it came out. It was the day I left to come to on my trip to IFA, and I thought, okay, let me go and buy it. I'll test it out while I'm out and let people know what I think about it. So I like it a lot. I like the big watch face. I got the titanium edition. I love this active wrist strap, and it's designed like a regular watch strap, so it kind of bends and locks in, and then it's got a little magnetic hasp on it as well, which is hard to do this one-handed. There we go. It's got a magnetic hasp. This thing is really comfortable, and surprisingly, even though the watch is larger than the Apple Watch, it feels very comfortable. The ergonomics on it are good. I wish that it had the bezel on it. But the most important thing for me was battery life, because we know it's got the functionality. It's got the heart rate sensor. It's got the oxygen sensor. It's got the sleep tracking stuff. It's got basically everything you could throw in a kitchen sink for a watch. And I think that it's competitive. As somebody who used basically all the Apple Watches, I have the Apple Watch Series 7 at home. I pretty much never use it because I don't like being locked into using an iPhone all the time. So I thought I'd try this as an alternative while I was here. The nice thing is you can use it with other watches. Now, I think that you probably do, if I remember correctly, there's some stuff that works better, or maybe that's just the earbuds. I think you probably get universal usage on this as long as you got the Samsung Gear app and Samsung Health. And it's nice too because you can go in the app and you can see like your sleep tracking and stuff. The only feature I didn't have turned on, they have snore tracking. So they have like a snore feature on here that tracks your snoring while you're asleep. Yeah, I thought I had turned it on in the setup in the initial settings. I did not, but I've had everything else turned on, and I have it where it checks like the heart rate, like every 10 minutes or 20 minutes or something like that. I also have the blood oxygen saturation on there and all the sleep tracking stuff. So I have pretty much every feature you can think of turned on here. I'm getting 4 days. That's not like, okay, I started at 5 o'clock on Monday and it made it till 4 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. Basically 4 full days. Depending on your usage and all the notifications and stuff like that, will probably dictate whether you'll get a fourth night. But I for sure can get to the fourth night. And I've tested this 3 times already. And even though it killed me looking at my watch when I went out for the day with like 33% battery on day 3, it will get you there. And I've been really impressed by that. That's the biggest thing. For me, the biggest hurdle for smartwatches has been battery life. And if you can't get the battery life, if it's not going to last, and you got to put it on the charger all the time, what's the advantage of all those features? And that's what irked me so much about the Apple Watch Series 7 even. They're like, oh, you can get at least two and a half days out of it. And I was getting it like a day and a half. I could use it in the morning. I could sleep with it for one night, which, you know, they advertise all the sleep tracking stuff. So cool. Use it the first night, and then it wouldn't make it to the second night. Granted, it does have faster charging, but this one has faster charging than the previous models too. And the battery life, and as far as the user interface and all that good stuff, it's top notch. It's still got the 2 buttons on the side. I've been really, really happy with it. I've actually been very surprised. Again, I haven't used a Galaxy Watch since briefly using the Watch 3. I ordered the Galaxy Watch 4 last year, and then it got lost in the mail. My phone made it luckily last year, but the watch, it never showed up. So I just gave up on the Watch 4. I never got one. So it's been a real treat using this. I like the notifications. The setup is nice on here. Easy to use, very easy to use. And then, of course, you can access all this stuff by going into the Samsung Health app on your phone because, of course, it's got a pedometer. It tracks your steps, tells you how far you walked, how many calories you burned, all that great stuff. But I thought I would go ahead and bring you guys my update on it because I've been using it every single day for a week and a half, 4 hours, like 3 days in a row. So 4 days, I'm sorry, 4 hours, 4 days. It'll get me 4 days. So I feel pretty comfortable and confident in it. Especially, it's way better to me than the basically like less than 2 days I get with the Apple Watch Series 7. So 4 days, top notch. Samsung did a good job here. So that's all I got. Going to sign off here. If you have any questions or comments, please go down in the comment section. I will get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you guys next time.